You grew up in LA around Crips. Tukey was one of the guys you looked up to.
Yeah.
And actually, you wanted to be a Crip at one point.
I did.
And but you never actually became one. And, you know, recently there was this whole discussion. Faison Love was the one that kind of, I believe, set it off, where he started calling Dave East, this other rapper from New York, a fake Crip, because Dave became a Crip like in his 20s. And, you know, we've interviewed a few people like this. Sada Baby became a Blood, like I believe in his 20s. And there's this kind of discussion that's happening, like, you know, how people are perceived when they do that and why they would do that in general. You know, growing up, did you see guys join the Crips or Bloods later on in life, or was it all like something
We
you
was
grew up
young.
into?
You know, the Crips was young, the Bloods was young, so that was a different time. You know, it wasn't old Crips and Bloods at that time. You know, it took time for them to evolve, you know. So no, you didn't see old, no 40, 50-year-old Crips, nor Bloods. I mean, we were all like teenagers, you know, maybe 25, 22, 18, 19.
When you look at that, based on what you know now, and based on what comes with associating yourself with the gang, because let's not forget the term gang enhancement. If you get locked up for something, it might be 5 years, but you throw a gang enhancement on it, and that might turn into 10 or 20 years. When you see people joining gangs later on in life, what's your take on it?
Confused.
Explain.
Well, I mean, you're talking about guys that have built a career for themselves, that have something going on. And, you know, gangbanging is like a one-way street. You know, it's a dead end. You know, you're going to wind up either in jail or dead. So why would you choose that over being able to do concerts anywhere you want to, not having any worry about somebody looking for you? I mean, it's like you bringing a whole nother can of problems to you that you really don't need, or you shouldn't want, you know, or maybe you do need them, but you shouldn't. In my personal opinion, I'd rather be making money, having fun.
Well, but then you could point to someone like a Snoop, who proudly proclaims himself as a Crip and has gone on to making millions of dollars. Has gone mainstream, has a cooking show with Martha Stewart, you know. You know, was one of the announcers for the Tyson fight, sold millions of records.
I mean, there's benefits that come with it, you know, but it could still cost you too in the long run. You know, Snoop has been lucky, you know, when he caught that murder case that he got off, because that could have really hurt him back then. But you can do all that without the cripping, without the, you know, just get your mind right. You know what I'm saying? You need all that. You know?
Yeah. And I think a lot of it comes from Crips and Bloods have been marketed so well.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. Because I remember I interviewed Leon, the actor. He was in the movie Colors. And we talked about how Colors was the first time that Crips and Bloods were on the big screen. This was actually, I believe, the first film that actually put Bloods and Crips on the big screen.
Yeah, it was the definitive gang movie. And from the soundtrack to the extras that were really gang members.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember when that movie came out?
Yeah.
What was the effect of that movie in LA?
I don't know.
Why is that?
I didn't pay attention. I was having too much money.
Too much money to pay
I don't even
attention.
know if I went and watched the movie.
Okay.
You know, I'm kind of, you know, I'm a different type of person, you know, like, it's like, I don't let other people tell me what I should like or what I shouldn't like. You know, I like what I like or what I think I like, you know, and I try not to just go with because it's a fad. I think the first time I saw Colors, I was in prison. Because I couldn't see nobody want to go watch a movie about gangbangers. Like, you go watch motherfuckers shoot at each other and try to kill each other and all this money out here, you know, like. I'd go watch a movie about making some money. You know, I went and watched Scarface like 5 times. You know, Superfly, I bought the videotape. You know, those were the type of movies that excited me. You know, when you're talking about guys just killing each other for no apparent reason, you know, I can't comprehend that. I don't understand it. You know, and I don't think I'll ever understand it.
Yeah, right. Because Colors didn't really have any winners in that movie. It was pretty much just, you know, a bunch of guys shooting at each other and a cop that was sort of mixed up in a certain type of way. Sean Penn played the cop. I think Robert Duvall played like the other cop.